what you're talking about. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I told him to come help me look. So I had him in the high chair because he slept and Ben had already ate. So I had him in the high chair eating the macaroni and cheese. And I hate those. What's powdery in those?
And what?
Those little macaroni and cheeses that you do in the microwave.
Oh, yeah. I think there's something they put
But
in
she
there.
had Velveeta ones, so they had the Velveeta cheese. But there's some kind of powder in the.
It might not be that great.
Well,
there's nothing that processed stuff is good for you anyway.
But
So it really doesn't matter.
So he was eating his macaroni and cheese, and Ben was hiding underneath Lauren. Of course, I knew where he was, and I was like, "I'm looking for just a minute. I'm looking for," and I would give him a little bit of macaroni because I was afraid him throw the whole bowl, and Titus would eat it all. Hopefully, when we go back up, it won't be.
Okay, let's get going. You ready?
You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terry.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Just Talking Out Loud. I'm Ron.
And I'm Terry.
Happy to have you along our podcasting journey. How you doing?
Okay.
You doing all right? You look good.
Pretty good day.
You look good. All Christmassy. You got your Santa Claus. You're ready for Christmas as we're
is this
getting
the
closer.
Christmas episode?
No, we are actually
ahead.
This is the 16th. This will be on the 16th, so we are less than 10 days away from Christmas. We're actually going to be doing a podcast.
Rush.
The pre-Christmas Eve. We'll be doing a podcast then, so we'll talk a lot about our Christmas memories. Although I have some things on here, but I got to talk about this lady that made a turkey for Thanksgiving. We have to talk about that.
Okay.
And the other thing that's kind of disappointing is I didn't turn on the lights on our little village that's that you can't see. But we have a little village by our. I did turn on the heater so we can have a little the fireplace.
Yes.
So it's nice and cozy. I actually, when we were talking about maybe doing video version, when you put that on, I'll have to show you the video.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, I'll tell you, it's kind of a neat. I'll have to show you.
That camera. Okay.
It's just a neat. Well, what I'm saying is the view itself is not as bad as you think.
Oh, okay.
Although we did put a tree up and only half the tree lights up, which is just so. I think that's the part I hate about decorating. I want to put lights up and you test them first, and then you put them up and they don't work. But anyway, we can talk all about that as we get closer to Halloween. But I did ask some questions.
Halloween?
Did I say Halloween? I did say Halloween. Man, why did I say Halloween? It's Christmas.
I know, because time is flying. That's why.
Well, but anyway, I asked some questions. One of them was, are people going Black Friday shopping, which we have not done for a long time. And I got
since Zachary was about 8 to 10 years old, we haven't done it.
We got 10 responses. Jillian said, online at midnight, give me all the rebates. So she's looking for rebates. Hold on, I got more. My paperwork is falling. Okay. And then Alan said, no, sir, online only. Danielle said negative, just online. Yeah, Carla said, heck no. Mona
it
said,
used
no
to be
way.
a big thing, but now that you can go online and get the same thing, you just go online, hit the deals, and get,
Well, it is, and not only that, you're not fighting crowds, and it comes to your door 9 times out of 10 the next day anyway.
Yeah, I mean, within a week anyhow.
I got my gifts are done. They came to the door, and I'm done. We just got to, get something for somebody else.
Yeah,
I can't say who.
Name. My name. I got one thing, but I need to get more.
Yeah, Mona said no way. Renelle kind of echoed what you said. Black Friday used to be my favorite. Not anymore. Things aren't the same post-COVID. No more paper ads to sort through. Remember, you used to get the paper, and especially at Mom's house, we would go through it. Because now we do it a little bit earlier than we used to do Christmas.
I remember there was one Thanksgiving that me and Lisa went over to the mall after Thanksgiving.
That is very true. And we stayed at
looking for certain things for our kids, probably.
Yep.
She was looking for boots for herself, too, though.
She said no more paper ads to sort through and plan your attack on the best deals. Heck, even the deals aren't as good. Black Friday starts weeks before, which is true. It's not like just one day anymore.
Been sending me notices for 2-3 weeks.
Oh, okay. Like
that Black
that
Friday's
Friday
here, Black
continues.
Friday's here. Yeah, like early Black Friday,
Yeah. And there's a lot more early stuff that goes
Yeah.
on. And it really kind of continues on all the way to Christmas.
Yeah.
It doesn't just start on Black Friday. Annette said almost done shopping. Diane said no way. Brandy said nope, not going anywhere. And then Penny said Cyber Monday, baby, and which is true. Cyber Monday is a big day. And there's some, I was actually, sorry, Mr. Mike. I was actually looking at some of the, there were some good deals.
Cyber Monday deals?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. But
I would think, especially if you're looking for something
yeah,
in particular.
In particular, yeah, I think there's a lot of, well, for me, there's a lot of like techie stuff that I'm really into. All this mics and stuff like that was on sale, but nothing that I would say, ooh, it was a good deal, but
Still looking for your $300
I'm still looking for my
mic.
$300 microphone that we can't find. But that's for another day. Maybe when I get him on the air. Okay, so here's the next question. I only had a couple. I love M&Ms as a kid. And I still love M&Ms even today. What childhood treat do you refuse to give up? Like, you like something as a child. Was there something that you still continue to like even today, other than the Nutter? Was that something later on, the Nutter butter? What are they called? With the...
I don't know. The peanut butter and wafers.
Yeah. Is that something you've always liked, or just like...
Since I can remember them being out, yeah. But
that's a go-to. Was there ever anything else that you...
Just Reese's peanut butter cups.
Peanut butter cups. You can't go wrong with that.
But I remember Butterfinger Clark bars.
Yeah, I remember Clark bars.
I mean, I don't do much candy anymore, but anything peanut butter.
Yeah, I'm all M&Ms. Of course, I like Three Musketeers too. There's a lot of things.
But I do the sugar cookies,
yes,
which is something my mom did with us.
Yeah.
And here I always thought my mom liked
she doesn't even
decorating.
Like
she just
the
said she
decorating.
just did that for us, and she did that just for us.
I gotta just show you this picture.
And then and
that's
I
what
did
Sherry
it with my
did
kids.
with a round cookie. With those, isn't that something?
How big is that? That looks pretty big.
It's not a very. I mean, it looks big, but the cookie itself was probably about that big around.
2 inches, 3 inches.
A nice like yours. You do that one round, like a biscuit.
Let me see that.
I don't know if I can get it over there because I need my phone back. Oh. Isn't that cute?
Oh, it's just okay. You see the cookie, and she put the feathers like around it.
Isn't that cute?
Made of yeah, it is very cute.
But how do you get now? We tried the new.
Well, see, you could do one of those tips, and then it would look jaggedy.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry again.
But we have to get our icing right.
Well, yeah, and look how like the colors that she has in there is really wild.
Like she's got a
blue
wine color.
in there,
How'd you get the red that red?
I don't know.
I can't get my red that red.
Well, I'll have to ask her when I see her. But yeah, that's pretty. I wanted to show you that
because it looks pink on my Santa hats.
Yeah, but you know what? It don't matter what it looks like.
I know because you're going to eat it. I know.
I eat it. It's not coming out that well, it's coming out colors, but not the same as went in. So Carl said something he can't give up is Pepsi. We gave up pop a long time ago.
Yeah.
John says
kidney stones.
Yeah, coconut clusters. Joe said ice cream. Can't. And I do love ice cream.
And we found a healthy way to make it.
Alan says he said same thing as Reese's. Same thing. He loves his Reese's. I do too. Penny said moon pie, and Danielle said ice cream. And that's probably some of the things that I have a hard time with. If it's not in the house, well, I do love Klondikes, especially the dark chocolate ones. I love dark chocolate Klondikes. I don't know but I don't.
We haven't been buying.
I don't do it
lately
because
sometimes we don't eat right when we have them in the house.
Well, it is, and it's yeah. We'll just go with that. But I do like some, but they're not cheap. And there's only 6 in a package. And again, I always wait till they go on sale. But even then, we don't even go back to that. We don't really visit the ice cream. Yeah. And I think we do it on purpose.
We try to avoid it because if it was here, we probably would eat it more.
Oh, there's no doubt. But then I'd feel bad if it is in there. I
And
want to
then
eat it.
this summer we
not
did,
to
and
go
then I
bad.
bought the whipping cream, and we did the banana whipping cream thing, and it was pretty good.
It was very good.
Yeah, and,
supposed to be
and it
better
was
for you.
healthier. I mean, it has to be healthier. There's no of that Gathia gum and all that crap in there.
Yeah.
There was just whipping cream and bananas, and if you wanted it, chocolate cocoa powder. Wasn't that all that was in it?
Yeah, I think so. It was very
vanilla,
very
a
simple.
little bit of vanilla. And
It was a very
I just
simple.
whipped it until it made.
Oh, you whipped it, all right. You're whipping it like ooh.
Whip it up, and
Like when you whip it, everything kind of shakes. It's
you
really
take your bananas and freeze them.
nice. Yeah, always freeze your banana.
Freeze your little bit ripe bananas.
So this goes back a little bit to Thanksgiving, but I got to tell you this. This came out, and a lot of people have unique ways of doing things in the kitchen. But one woman really sparked a lot of outrage because she has a very unconventional method of preparing her Thanksgiving turkey. And she prepares her Thanksgiving turkey in the bathroom.
Ew.
Yeah, so...
He cooks it too?
well,
Or
no.
no, she washes it.
Yeah. So she posted a video showing, it's on Instagram, showing her prepping a full-size turkey
In the bathtub.
in the toilet.
In the toilet?
Yeah, it was in the toilet.
Oh, gross. I'm not eating at her house.
She stuffs the bird with the veggies, adds the seasoning and spices, all while it's in the potty. Now think about it. You see how big our turkey is, and you put it in the bowl.
It would
Then-
hold it upright for you.
Yes, it would
I
hold up in the
understand
right
that.
angle.
Get a wash tub.
She takes it out, puts it in a roasting pan, tops it with a stick of butter, puts it in the oven. Now, she says, when it's your turn to make Thanksgiving dinner, but you don't know what you're doing, she captioned, this is what she put in the clip. Also, don't freak out. Germs are killed at 140 degrees. I cooked this at 300. That's not the point.
Yeah.
Not at all. I mean, I don't care. You might have...
What if you just had the stomach flu like we had this fall? And you know what I mean? I'm sorry, you can't get rid of those stomach flu the viruses that are.
Well, it's not just you.
I mean, even if you wash it and scrub it and scour powder it and everything beforehand, then you got all them cleaners in it.
It's in the toilet
Yeah,
bowl.
it's like, yeah. I'm like, no.
And you've seen-
and our sink has a rack that holds it up even so it's not touching our sink.
Yeah.
Besides that, we cut that. Yeah, I just,
It's disgusting. So
we
you
don't
can,
pee and poop in our sink.
well, at least not on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to stay away from that if we can, unless there's bathrooms are all, everybody's sick in the house, and then you revert to a, whatever you got. It could be the garbage can, whatever. A bucket if you can find one. Or the plant that happens to be in the sunroom. Whatever you need to do, because that way you can cover it up with dirt. So you can imagine, I'm sure, some of the comments that people were sharing.
I wonder if anyone ate at her house after she
said
shared
most
that.
vile, unhinged thing she's ever seen. One person writes. Another shares, I think this is why I don't eat at nobody's house. And that's probably true. Because you just don't know. I've always been one.
You were wondering about restaurants, and now you're never eating at someone's
Forget about
house.
restaurants. Now you got people making salads in the shower. You've got this lady putting the turkey in the toilet, stuffing it. It's just makes no sense. A third simply ask, "Are you okay?" Because common sense tells you that doesn't make any sense at all. You're putting this in a commode that people, have vile moments in at times. And I don't care how much cleaner you put in it.
Well, that's just chemicals then. I mean, like I said, that's that. Who wants the chemicals and the bleach and stuff on your turkey?
I had to.
Either way, it's nasty.
And the last one says, Kate, please, that was her name. Kate, please tell me you didn't feed this to anyone. I'm assuming she did, but I can't tell you that for sure because, yeah. Well, I guess the
if
hospital
any of her
would be able to
relatives
tell you.
watched it, they're not eating at her house anymore.
Well, exactly. You would think if we're not in touch with Instagram, maybe we should be, but we're not. So that's the Thanksgiving story that I had to.
Nightmare.
I mean, it's a nightmare. I just can't believe people would. Anyway, but this is what people, I don't know if here's the other thing. Here's the first thing I think of. Did you just do it as like a shock to get like viral moments put on so you get a lot of views?
Yeah.
I mean, because who would really do that? Right? I mean, you would not.
And if you did it, how would you? You would never admit to it.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't tell anybody because in the back of your mind, you'd have to know this can't be right.
Yeah.
Unless,
Tidy Bowl Man might be on the wings.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. That's just nasty. I can't believe. Yeah, that's gross. All right. So we'll move on. So speaking of gross, now, Terry, are you, I think, yeah, you are, because you used to eat peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches. So you don't mind mayonnaise.
I don't mind mayonnaise.
Okay. Would you?
But the mayonnaise has changed lately. Have you noticed that?
There is something different about because I like.
It's like more oily, like my macaroni salad and stuff like that. When I use the mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, either one, they both like get liquidy faster, and they're not like as, I don't know, whipped or whatever, but they have more oil or something. I don't know if that's more for preserving. Maybe they last longer that way, but it just it's not good.
I like the mayonnaise.
Yeah, you like mayonnaise.
What's the big? That's what's the
like Kraft mayonnaise or Hellmann's.
Hellmann's. But you're right. There's something different
in both of them.
But
really,
what I'm getting to is, would you drink mayonnaise? That's where I'm actually getting to, because in Japan, if you really love mayonnaise, you can take it to the next level with namu mayo. It's called namu mayo. Or in this case, drinkable mayonnaise. Apparently, this was introduced by the convenience store chain Lawson. It's packaged in a sleek silver cup with the design resembling a classic mayo bottle. And the drink promises the richness of sourness of mayonnaise reproduced in a chilled beverage. However, reactions to this have been a little mixed. One said they called it incredibly awful and warning, no mayo lover will love this. Another tester compared the taste to watery dressing left behind in a salad bowl.
Well, that's what I mean. It does. They water down now anyhow. So it'd be like drinking what's left in the salad bowl. Yeah.
I can't. There's no way I'm drinking mayonnaise straight. I'm not doing it. Lawson describes the drink as a long-awaited new product for mayonnaise lovers, but they label
Can't
it
be good for you either.
The mayonnaise-style drink rather than actual mayo with ingredients like mayo-flavored seasoning, whole eggs, and it's $1.25. I don't think we'll ever see it around here because I can't see anybody drinking mayo. Do you?
No.
Does that sound like something you'd want to do? But yeah, that just seems really out there to me. So yeah, out there in Japan, they're drinking mayo. Apparently, some people like it. Now we're getting closer to the holidays as we move on. What a segue.
We're in the middle
from mayonnaise,
of the holidays.
We're right in the middle. We're 10
already
days
through
away.
Thanksgiving.
Well, I'm talking about we're 10 days away from Christmas. And
okay.
These are the do's and don'ts of sending holiday cards, which we always have intentions of maybe doing some. And
maybe I do them this year.
Okay, we said that last year. We're already into the middle, to just about really close. So you're going to have to, kind of
do
jump
them
on
this
it.
week if I'm going to do it.
So there's some do's and don'ts. I really admire the people that take the picture, do all with the family.
We don't have that.
We don't do that. No.
We did when we were younger, but we usually sent a picture of the kids.
So is there a right way and a wrong way to send holiday cards? Do you know if there's a right or what? Apparently there is. Some people just don't know how to do it, I guess. You get the card, it's in the mailbox, it spreads cheer. No one wants to see a mistake in their name or, worse, in the sender's own name. Sometimes people get confused about when and where to put an apostrophe in names on holiday cards. But anyway, there's general rules, right? So like these are the do's, right? This is the do, the Smith family, do. The Smiths, it has an apostrophe after the S. Christmas party is on Friday, Merry Christmas, blah, blah. The gift is for the Smiths. And then don't, the Smiths, which is Smith with an S. See, this is all apostrophe crap. See, I don't pay attention to that. Is that why I thought this would be a little more fun, and it's really not as fun as I thought, because it's just saying you don't put the apostrophe. If it's Smiths, it says you put, I always thought if the last name is Smith, then you would put the apostrophe after the H.
That's Smith.
But their name isn't Smiths. So I guess if it's a name, it's different, right? That's probably something to do with English class that I missed.
Yeah, they're really sticklers on it. Go on grammar. It'll tell you everything now.
Yeah.
Grammarly or whatever.
So they just do, this is apostrophe. So this is not as fun as I thought it would be.
Is the whole
I guess I
thing.
should have read this a little bit better. I thought there'd be like really.
Like do's and don'ts. Like
Yeah.
don't put your
It said the general
don't
rule.
put your book of what you did all year in your card.
Yeah, I know. Like, don't send the nude. Maybe have the wrong on your phone, and you sent the wrong one to the
To grandma.
the card place, and end up in grandma's house. It just says that if the names that end in CH, S, SH, X, or Z needs an ES at the end to make them plural, is what it says. I don't know. I don't even look at that. I guess I just look at the picture. Everybody looks happy. That's all that matters.
Hang it up and
I'm
move
glad
on.
they thought of me.
Yeah.
So I don't really care
Yeah.
about what's written on it, because usually it just says Merry Christmas anyway.
Yeah.
I don't have this,
Or Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
and a Happy New Year, right? And they don't have the names of everybody. Even the dog is in it sometimes. So I don't get it. But for me, if you're sending me a card, God bless you, because you took the time to do it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just
We
don't
just
have any
don't
time.
have the time. Yeah.
With our kid, with the grandkids I did notice that I slept a lot better last night. I slept really good last night, hard as a rock. And I mean that sleep-wise. I don't mean anything else. I'm not trying to be, I'm just telling you, I slept really good.
That's
Because
good.
those kids really
wear
wear
out.
the crap out of me.
Yeah. Ben wanted me to play monster trucks on my knees through the kitchen.
Oh, like I
kept,
did.
I kept cheating. I would wait until he's
Yeah, you have to
almost
stand up.
through the kitchen,
Yeah.
and then I would stand up and run through the kitchen and get back on my knees
It's
on the
tough.
carpet.
It's tough. I'm sorry, but it ain't easy.
My
Someone was
knees
asking
can't
me.
take it. And we got back to the carpet, and I was just putting my knees. And he goes, "Your knees okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're on the carpet now."
Yeah, carpet's good. It's that
Carpet's
linoleum
all linoleum wooden floors, and I got knobby knees, and
well, I don't, I like carpeting, but now that we've switched over in the living room and stuff too, especially in the dining room, when we first did it with
wooden floor.
whatever it is, it's easier to clean. You don't have to worry about stains. And it's just better, but it's not better when you have kids that want you to crawl around on the floor
Playing trucks
and you
and
got knobby
dinosaurs.
knees. Terry's not on her knees that often.
You're so bad.
Oh, that didn't sound right.
That didn't sound
I didn't
right.
mean it that way.
I know.
Oh, maybe part of it I did.
Yeah, you did.
All right, last thing. Well, I wanted to do this next week, but we're going to do it now because it's the 12 days of Christmas. This is how much it would cost for the 12 days of Christmas. So if you actually did the 12 days of Christmas, this is how much it
A
would
partridge
cost.
in a pear tree probably cost a lot
Well, it cost 5.4% more this year,
than last
according to
year.
PNC, which is our bank, the price index. For 41 years, they calculated the prices of the presents in the classic Christmas Carol, and recreating those gifts doesn't come cheap. So this year's report said that the buying of all these things, listen to this song, would cost, do you have any idea how much all those, the 12 things?
A lot of money.
Okay. Do you have any, can you narrow it down?
Between 5,000 and 10,000.
Oh, boy.
Maybe more than that.
Yeah, you're way off.
I'm way off.
$49,263.
49,000.
So here is the price and the cost for each gift.
Okay.
So should we sing the
5
song?
golden rings would be
It'd be up there,
Yeah.
right? So you have on the first day of Christmas,
a partridge,
a partridge in a pear
pear.
tree would cost you $370.18. On the second day of Christmas, 2 turtle doves. Did you know what that was? Because I didn't. I probably forgot.
They're doves.
Why no? I mean, did you know it was 2 turtle doves? In the
Yeah,
second?
2
Okay.
turtle doves.
It's $750.
Oh my, they cost that much.
It costs a lot. On the third day of Christmas, we have 3.
French hens.
It's $346.50.
They're over $100 a piece.
Yeah. On the fourth day of Christmas, 4 calling birds.
4 calling birds.
Birds are expensive. $599.96.
Oh my!
It's almost $600. 4 cents away from $600. 5 golden rings would cost you $1,245. 6 geese a laying is $900.
I would think they're expensive.
7 swans a swimming.
Swans would be expensive.
$13,125.
13,000.
13,000.
Oh, I didn't think they'd be that expensive, the swans, but oh well.
8 maids a milking.
8
It's
maids.
$58. So
Well,
those
because they're rented, they're
those
not
maids
bought,
are they're just a milking.
You're so
Milking
funny.
away.
The swans
Squeezing the
are really
titty.
13,000.
Yeah,
They're
13.
because
You're
they're
back
as
on
much
that.
as I was thinking. Yeah,
You thought the 5 golden rings would be more than that.
yeah.
right? That's what I would
Well,
think.
no, what I didn't. Yeah,
9 ladies dancing. Why did I not? This doesn't ring a bell. Like
ladies dancing.
the first
they're rented, so they're probably not that high.
$8,557.37.
$8,000
Yes.
for. I think you could get them for cheaper than that.
We'll have to look around, see if there's any 9 ladies a dancing on the 9th day. On the 10th day, which is
Because you could get one of the dance studios to send the 9 ladies
Well,
over.
yeah, maybe.
That's
How about the 10th day? You know what 10th day is? 10 lords of
the
leaping.
leaping.
$15,579.
See, and I don't know how much a lords of
65
leaping lords
cents.
cost. Lords.
11 pipers piping. $3,714, and 12 drummers drumming, $4,016.85.
I don't think they went and looked for bargains either, though.
It says while nearly 50,000 sounds like a lot, buying all the items repeated over and over in the song will set you back quite a bit. All the repetitions in the verses add up to 364 gifts with a grand total of $209,272. Good thing we only have to sing it and not actually do it. So that is the 12 days of Christmas.
I cannot believe swans are that expensive.
It's very expensive, yeah. Right up there. Not with the golden, you think the golden rings,
Well,
but there's not as many. There's only 5 golden rings.
see, in the day that song was written, they probably went out and caught their swans.
Well, yeah, back in the day, they didn't even think much of it because
they
didn't
had to go
cost.
catch them all. Yeah.
Bionomics is working,
Yeah.
regardless of what you think. Coming up, we're going to talk about the way you decorate your Christmas tree reveals a lot about you. And we just did it. So we'll tell you
Oh no.
what that might reveal.
That we're,
Also, I wanted to get to
that we want it done and over with.
the most common nightmares that we have, but there was really one story. Oh, here it is. I want to talk about, and that's something you drink really does add to your health. It's amazing what it could do.
Coffee.
And it's very simple. Well, actually, that was the other one. There was another story, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't print it. It wouldn't let me print, and it has something to do with coffee. I'm going to try and find it for the next.
They say
it's
coffee
really,
is
yeah,
good for you.
coffees can add. I think if I'm
And
not
we
mistaken,
are not coffee drinkers.
no, there was something about the coffee, antibacterial thing that's in it. But I can't remember how many cups. There was like so many cups.
Yeah, some
you
people drink so much. I can't sleep when I drink coffee.
Well,
sometimes.
it has that, what is it? It's in there.
Caffeine.
Caffeine in it. So that shows you how much I know about coffee. I don't even drink it, but I know it's caffeine because people have to have it as soon as they get up in the morning, and it gets them through there at least an hour
Their morning.
before they have to have another one because it just only
They
wears
get to
off.
work and they have to have another one.
Yeah. But I guess coffee would be better than a Snickers bar.
Yeah.
All that
Snickers
sugar.
has the
and-
down
Yeah, the
afterwards.
downer afterwards.
The sugar just gives you a down
For
afterwards.
sure. So we'll talk about those couple things. We'll reveal what this drinking product is that could really help you. And it's not coffee, but it is something else. Very simple. We'll do it when we come
Not
back.
my kabuka.
We'll be right. Oh, you're kabuka now. It's not the kombucha or kabuka, whatever you want to call it. We'll be right back. So you want to start a podcast, maybe you're listening to the show today and you're thinking to yourself, boy, that would be fun, and I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Maybe today is the day. Maybe you're looking for a new marketing channel, or you have a message that you'd like to share with the world, or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show. And it is a lot of fun, just talking to your friends. Maybe you have ideas about sports, life, or whatever your passion is. Today's the day. Podcasting is easy, it's inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And where should you go? Buzzsprout. It's hands down the easiest, and it's the best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And your show, believe it or not, can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories in minutes, like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, and you wouldn't believe how many more there are. And they make it simple to join all of them. Podcasting is not hard when you have the right partners, and Buzzsprout is the team to join. They are passionate about your success. You can join over 1,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout. We're one of them. We've been on Buzzsprout from the beginning, and I'm so glad I joined up. I had a little bit of an issue, emailed a customer service rep, and they got back to me within 5 minutes, and they had me calm down. It wasn't that hard, and what I was doing was my fault. So here's all you got to do. Click on the link in the show notes. It tells Buzzsprout we sent you. You can support our show, and if you get a paid plan, you get a $20 gift certificate from Amazon. Now, here's some other things that Buzzsprout provides. Like, you get a great looking podcast website. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I got to get a website, got to pay for that. No, you don't. They provide it for you. Also, they have audio players. Maybe you have a website, and all you want to do is promote your show on your own website. You can do that with their audio players, and you can also drop it into other websites and on Facebook or Twitter, and they help you do it all. Believe me, Buzzsprout is the way to go. They've helped me immensely, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So maybe today is a day for you to start your podcast. And if you do, check out the link below in the show notes and get a $20 Amazon gift card. So let's go with the water story. Oh, dang it. I just gave it away.
Water.
Yeah, it's water. Now, we all know, because you have been on...
you drink water.
I've always drank water. You already know, you said this before, you said it the other day, when you're on a diet, how many glasses of water?
8.
8. That's exactly right. This has been the age-old recommendation that experts have said for years. But what does water actually do for you? They did this landmark study, and we have an answer. And you might be surprised, and I know a lot of people do not like to drink water, but it has a lot of surprising health benefits. And if you do what they say here, you could actually lose weight by drinking water. And it's as simple as changing your daily water habits. So researchers did these 18 clinical trials, and they said that modest changes in water drinking helps with weight loss. It helps prevent kidney stones. It could actually improve conditions like migraines, urinary tract infections, and diabetes management just by drinking
more water.
A little bit more water. Now, a lot of these study findings are saying it's preliminary, but it's suggesting that as basic as drinking a little more water each day could be a low cost, a low risk health intervention. I mean, come on, it's water, right? So here's the most compelling discoveries. 3 studies found that drinking about 500 milliliters or 2 cups of water before you eat. So if you would drink 2 cups of water before a meal, yes, it could significantly boost weight loss in adults. One trial of participants lost up to 100% more weight compared to those who didn't modify their water intake. And it, like you said, water does fill you up.
It fills you up so you don't need as much for your meal.
You're visiting the bathroom a lot more. Of course you are. But you have to take the good with the bad. Mm-hmm. Now, this could be due to water helping people feel fuller, which we just said, and reducing overall food consumption. For individuals struggling with urinary tract infections, the research offered another promising insight. Women who increased their daily water intake experienced fewer infections, enjoyed longer periods of time between infections. Researchers hypothesized that drinking more water might help flush out the bacteria. See, that's what I always thought. Like water kind of just flushes your system kind of clean. That's how I've always thought of it. But a lot of people love their beer.
Mm-hmm.
They drink their beer. I guess water's my beer because it quenches my thirst.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. A lot of people don't like water. They don't. I don't know if flavored water would make a difference. I guess it depends on the flavor.
I guess, and if they add sugars to it. Because if they're adding sugars to it, it's no longer water. Sugar is not good for us.
No, the cancer, actually, they've known the cancer feeds
on sugar. But yet they still feeding it to us every day.
Yeah. One study examined water's potential impact on blood sugar levels. One trial with diabetes patients showed that drinking water before meals could significantly reduce fasting blood glucose levels. However, this was most pronounced in patients with already elevated blood sugar. So if you already had
diabetes,
some issues, this might help you even more by drinking more water. So the bottom line is we're just trying. I thought we'd have a healthy segment here on our show, because basically we're just talking out loud. Is if you could drink some more water, you might help yourself with kidney stones and other health-related problems. We're just trying to help you.
I cut out tea and Pepsi when I had
You were
stones.
you were like tea. You were a tea drinker.
I was a sweet tea drinker.
Sweet
Tea. It's sugar. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were big time. And then I remember when you got the kidney stones, and friends of mine have had kidney stones.
It was hard to give up my sweet tea.
My heart goes out to him because Joe had them, and you could just tell the pain he was in, and it's just, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. You know what I mean? Like seeing what he went through. It was
worse than having my babies, because you didn't know when it was going to be over.
Yep.
At least whenever you have your babies, you know when you passed them all.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Well, that's when you think you're done, then there might be more in there. You just don't. They'll tell you.
And I would be fine for a month, and then all of a sudden I'd have 2 days of pure pain and agony, and then it would settle someplace, and I'd be fine. But when it was on the move, man, I was throwing up.
I'm assuming
in pain, throwing up, and everything.
With kidney stones, like there's no getting comfortable. You have to take something to try and ease the pain. There's no comfortable.
I peed the color of the rainbow for the things I had to take to relax your urinary tract to make it pass through.
So let's find out when you decorate your tree, what it could reveal about you. There's different decorating styles, and they might tell a lot about your personality. So there's the outgoing socializer. This person's tree is full of color. Ornaments with pulp culture references is all about being loud, proud, and fun. So I don't think that's us. We don't have the loud. We don't have anything really loud on our tree.
At one time we had the drums and the guitar and everything on there.
Now this is more like we used to do, and yet you want to do. It's called the minimalist.
We do that now.
This one is low key, simple wooden ornaments. We don't have it on this tree.
No,
but you have them for next time. We're very simple. Just a few white lights so it doesn't overwhelm the space around. Of course, this tree only lights up halfway, so that would be minimal for sure. So if you are one of those ones that like low keys, wooden, you want to go kind of a country look maybe next year.
Yeah.
We're already thinking in 2025. We'll tell you about it, hopefully, if our podcast is still on.
This year we have snowmen and snowflakes and little snowballs.
And little snowballs. Snowmen and snowballs.
Little bit of ribbon and a little bit of,
made. You made a lot of them, too.
I made almost all of them. Mm-hmm.
Now, the other one, a style for your tree is the maximalist. And these folks don't care what anyone thinks. And their trees are really over the top.
And you are
ribbons,
those the ones you said
lights
sometimes look like Christmas threw up?
Yeah, like Christmas just threw up all over it. I have over the top with ribbons, lots of bright lights. Every single inch is covered. See, I'm not a big. I always thought at first the way we were putting all that stuff on a tree, there was
I always liked when the
overkill.
kids helped us when we were when
Well, they
we
just
they
would
were
throw
young.
it all in the same spot.
Well, yeah, it would all be
because they
their
can only
height.
reach so
yeah,
high.
And then, yeah. And
So it'd all be on the
Then we
bottom.
would be for days moving them up.
Okay, there's also the nature enthusiast. True nature lovers may have a tree with rustic, forest-inspired decorations like pine cones, dried fruit wood, and a reclaimed wood base. So they're really into nature. There's also the cat person tree. Knowing that curious cats and valuable ornaments don't mix, this person creates a cat-friendly tree, a little bit smaller,
So they can crawl up in there and lay down. Huh?
loaded with shatterproof ornaments, secured to the wall to make sure it doesn't get toppled. I saw a
Not like, remember someone's dog came in from outside and peed on their tree. Hey,
yeah,
they
instantly
moved my
peed on
pee.
the tree.
Yeah,
Yep.
they saw, hey, they got a tree in here. I'm allowed to pee right here. And they lifted their leg and peed on the tree. And we're like, oh, my.
Yeah, there was a meme on Facebook I saw, and it's a picture of this dog, and he's looking at like the people just walked in the door, and the tree in the background is knocked over, and the dog says, "Thank God you're here. The tree just fainted," but it wasn't because he knocked the tree down, but he said the tree fainted. I thought it was kind of neat. Sounds like something Rigby would say after he peed on it. There's the sentimental family person.
He would only pee on it if it smells like another animal.
I don't know. Well, yeah, he did.
Or if someone else, like I wouldn't get an outside tree, like a real tree for him.
Yeah, I'd be
because then
afraid.
he might. If it smells like the outside, he's going to, yeah.
There's the sentimental family person. They put up every single ornament that their kids ever made and would never get rid of any of those cherished memories, which is
I don't get rid of them, but I don't put them up every year.
Right. But we do have them,
A lot of them, yeah.
which, after
Unless
a while.
they broke.
Yeah. Well, if it was something that they didn't make out of popsicle sticks.
They
the
can
only
be
thing that
glued back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also the quirky creative. This type likes to challenge the idea of what a Christmas tree should look like. They go unconventional with design, shape, and colors. And then finally, there's the tech enthusiast displayed in front of a digital fire pit. Their tree is covered in LED lights that change colors with patterns and can be controlled from a smartphone. And those are just some of the
Christmas.
Christmas styles. And what are you? I think I shouldn't say this, but most people, I see the trees, it's very like, I don't want to say minimalist, but they, maybe even if you can combine like minimalist and the family type thing where you put the ornaments and you kind of mix it all together. And some people keep the tree up all year and then decorate it for every holiday that
Comes around.
So I don't know. So that's just some more stuff about Christmas, and we'll be getting more into Christmas as like I said, we're 9 days away from the holiday, and we're actually even closer because we're going to be doing it a lot earlier, a couple days earlier than Christmas. But I'm looking forward to. I like Thanksgiving. I thought Thanksgiving was really nice that we had.
Yeah.
It just turned out to
Both
be a
of them
really
were.
nice day. Yeah, both was fantastic. You get to see your kids. Nobody's rushed around. We're going to do it again early Christmas on the 21st, and we're just going to enjoy each other's company, and it's going to be fun. And I think, and then when Christmas comes, I don't know what we're doing for sure. I don't think you don't know.
I have
what's
no
going
idea
on.
this year.
For as far as Christmas Day for your family.
I
or
don't
what
know
we're
whether
doing.
to buy
So-
a smaller ham or what.
But either way, we'll just kind of relax and enjoy the time off as we get ready for 2025. And that's just crazy. And we have we have an exciting 2025 that we're going to talk about with another son, maybe
Yeah, it's
Getting
our
married
40th
our
anniversary.
40th anniversary.
And they're getting married.
And they're getting married, and Zach and Sarah are engaged, and it's going to be an interesting, a fun year, we hope, for everyone, even you guys listening. Well, we're not getting into that yet because we got Christmas first, and then we'll have our New Year's show, which
Yeah.
New Year's, I think, is on a Wednesday or Thursday, right?
I don't know.
Not really sure. Okay, so here are the most common nightmares that people have. Do you ever have a reoccurring nightmare?
I can't. I used to. I used to have a reoccurring nightmare
Did you?
when I was in high school.
What was it? Do you
I
remember?
had one where I was lost getting to class. Like I was either in high school or college, and I was lost in a big building and couldn't. Like I'm in the basement trying to look for room 101 or something.
Have you ever been naked in a classroom on a dream?
Mm-mm.
I have.
No.
I don't know what that means.
But and then the other one was being
I should look that
being followed or stalked at a park or something.
Oh, okay.
Like at
Got you.
At, Ogilvy or at a park.
And someone's you feel somebody's watching chasing you.
Or like the truck goes by 3 or 4 times. You're taking a walk in the same, you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, this is creeping me out. I got to get back to where all the people are that you're with,
Yeah, and you ever have one of those nightmares that wake you up, your heart's beating? You know what I mean? You ever had those?
I haven't had them lately.
No.
I've had a couple in life when I was like falling from a mountain or falling and then feel like you're really falling. And you wake up and you're like, oh,
and it jerks you.
God.
Kind of jerks you around a little bit.
Like God, I'm not falling because I'm going to die.
I've had those.
Yeah.
Well, they did this research with 2,000 people about their nightmares, and it reveals some gender differences apparently in the type of nightmares people experience. Like women are more likely to have a bad dream about a loved one dying. Men tend to have more about technology fails or bugs crawling on them. You ever had one with bugs crawling on you? Those are nasty. But there are nightmares that are very common.
But I've actually had bugs crawling on me.
So here are the top 12 most common. Yeah, you have had bug. Bit your coochie. Remember that one? Anyways, here's the top. Do you want to start from 12 down to 1?
But we had ants in the camper too, remember? Remember the big carpenter ants all over us? We had
Ants
a movie
in the
inside.
camper.
Remember? I had my grandma's anniversary.
Oh, that camper. Yeah, that
we
was
had to
people
move
peeing
inside.
on people's luggage because they put luggage in the bathroom. Why we would do that? And then someone decided to go to the bathroom while the RV is still moving. It's hard to if you can't control it, don't be in there with someone's
suitcase.
It's my brother's suitcase. Oh man. Anyway, let's start. You want to start from 12 to 1? Nothing worse than having pee on your suitcase. So we'll start. These are the most common nightmares from 12 to 1. We'll start at 12. Number 12, natural disaster. A lot of people just, apparently having, tornadoes, earthquakes, whatever. Number 11,
floods.
Which I don't think I've ever had this one. Losing teeth has been a common.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Losing teeth. Number 10, being injured is apparently a common nightmare. You get
like both legs are broken. You're laying in the bed with 2 feet hanging from the ceiling. Number
9 is death of a loved one. I unfortunately have had nightmares like that. Number 8, waking up late. I've had that. I can remember thinking that I was late for work
and jumping up and
and it was actually at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I'm 5
But this
hours
is actually, or you just dream that you're late for work and you have to look and kind of regain your senses to say where am I? What time is it? Number 7, missed an important event. That's a common nightmare. Number 6, getting attacked, which is kind of
stalking.
Kind of like stalking. So here are the top 5 most common nightmares. Number 5, being trapped. Like a mime. You're out there trying to get out of the box. Number 4, feeling lost. Number 3 is death. And there's number 2, which you just said, being chased. That's what first thing
came. Stalked, whatever.
You said, and the number 1 thing you also said was falling. Some of the most common nightmares, which I can understand. I can see for sure. So let's. Hopefully, you don't have any nightmares. Nobody wants to have a nightmare. Fenn didn't have a nightmare about the dinosaurs, did he?
I don't think so.
Okay,
but Beckett was up every hour.
Every hour. Okay. So anyway, he was watching a dinosaur show.
She said she's putting him in the crib tonight.
You got to.
And if that doesn't work, I'll put him right in the double bed with his brother.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I don't know if that's a good idea because Fenn might scream.
But who knows?
My bed, it's my bed.
Well, that could be too.
I mean, he's just really,
He's very...
He's really into, yeah.
Yeah,
Everything's his right now.
Right. Okay, let's finish up with, would you go on a first date and get fast food? Well, actually, we kind of
That wouldn't
sort of did.
That wouldn't be my first choice. But we were at a football game and everything, and then we went to Dairy Queen. We didn't. That's ice cream. It's not.
No, that spells cheap on my part, doesn't it?
Oh no, we probably had a curfew. We had to get home by too.
Maybe.
And we wanted ice cream.
I mean, the ideal thing is a lot of people would drop a lot of money for a big dinner on a first date. You know, you'd go somewhere where, like we did at the Outback just the other day, and it cost me $80 $80. There's a lot of money for in my opinion. Although, I will say that the pork chop that I had was pretty good, and you had
steak and shrimp,
and shrimp. So it wasn't like we could have had a burger, and you could have had, what was the other thing you were looking at?
I was looking at the smaller shrimp with sides.
We probably could have got out of there with
$30, $40, $40.
Anyway, we don't do it that often. So we were celebrating a birthday. So a couple birthdays. Would you go on so it would be tough to take someone on a first day and go to McDonald's, I think, or a Taco Bell. Apparently, they did this survey of 3,000 single men and women and how they'd feel about a fast food first date. Now, men,
I guess I have mixed feelings over it. I have mixed feelings over it because if you're not really into them, but you want to give them a chance and you just want to sit down and talk, you know what I mean?
But you can do that you don't have to be a fancy restaurant.
You could go for coffee.
I mean,
too.
Applebee's is not fast food, but it's good. You can do Applebee's.
Yeah, I mean.
Right? I got a cramp.
But I mean.
My foot's cramping. Okay, so some
people love their fast food.
You might be surprised. 54% of men are into it. They would do fast food. Surprisingly, though, 66% of women would love it too.
Really?
Yep.
66%.
They'd be down with it. Yep. 56% are willing to split.
I like a burger. I like a burger.
Red Robin?
Yeah, but I crave, when they have all them Whopper commercials and stuff, I crave a Whopper every once in a while. But then sometimes when you go, it doesn't taste like it used to. It's like they've cut the size down, they've cut the tomato down, they've cut you know what I mean?
Price went up, everything went down.
Yeah.
56% would be willing to split the bill, especially if you both order separately at the counter. When asked what their top choice of fast food would be,
a burger.
This might surprise you too, but shouldn't surprise you. Chick-fil-A is number one. McDonald's.
Chick-fil-A is not cheap though.
No, it's not really. McDonald's was next at number 2. In fact, if you go by, Chick-fil-A was number 1 in 31 states.
Oh, wow.
McDonald's was number 1 in 6 states: Alabama, Alaska, Idaho, Minnesota, New Mexico, and Washington State. Dairy Queen was number 3 in 5 states. Wendy's was number 4 in 2 states. Subway would be.
There were only 4 in 2 states?
No, Dairy Queen was in 5 states.
Was number, and the 2.
Wendy's was number 4, but only in 2 states. Like it came in at number 4, but it was only popular in 2 states.
Oh, okay. So no, it was 1 in 2 states.
Yeah, it was number 1 in 2 states.
Okay.
Subway was number 1 in 2 states, Maine and Vermont, but it came in 5th.
See, now saying Subway is not bad because, like, you can get Subway and go to a park and sit on a bench and chat.
Yeah. Do you get a 6-inch sub or do you get a 12-inch sub?
It depends on how hungry.
Well, the thing of it is, you don't want to be a pig because it's the first date. So you want to set, you want to
a precedent. Yeah.
You want to be careful.
I don't know. I just know that we got the steak for 2 and I ate most of it. And
I remember that.
Was that a precedent that I was a pig?
That was Club 40.
Mm-hmm. And
no, I loved how you chowed down on that steak.
You're so
that
bad.
Was great. I mean, you just dug in there like
it was good.
Like a cave woman on a. I just came back with a.
I was hungry that night, I believe.
Yeah. Yep. You stripped out of your pink gown because we had the gown.
Oh, was that after the prom?
Yes,
Oh,
this was
okay.
after the prom. Yep. You don't remember that?
I just remember we went there quite a few times. Well,
That would have been, let's see,
we were
we've been
dating.
married 40 years. So that would have been, who cares? It doesn't matter. It just makes me feel old.
Mm-hmm.
Singles in Wyoming prefer KFC. In New Hampshire, the pick is Burger King. In Louisiana, it's Popeyes. And Hawaiian singles actually want to subject their date to Taco Bell, which is bold. How about people in Hawaii would rather go to Taco Bell? I mean, you're in Hawaii, for crying out loud. You have just like the beaches and stuff.
I know.
You could have a picnic and be fantastic. It'd be great. So there you go. I have some more, but you know what? You got to save something for
next time.
We're going to talk a lot about Christmas,
Okay.
our Christmas memories, Christmas with our kids, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. We got that going on. We're also we'll dive into movie theater etiquette. I don't think anybody has etiquette anymore. I think we've lost it. Not just, I mean, our phones have ruined us as a society.
Yes, they have.
Because we're not talking to one another. We're looking at our phone.
Not only that,
We're
our
driving with our
grandchildren are
phone.
taking them from us and
They're-
deleting the batteries,
Yes.
watching funny faces.
Funny faces all the time. We're just, I don't know. I don't know where we're headed. But anyway, we'll talk about that and a whole lot more. So thanks so much for listening. Don't forget to follow us. Every Monday we have a new episode. So please like, subscribe. Don't forget also that you can text us and we'll be asking more questions. Maybe as we get closer to Christmas. I got to come up with some Christmas questions. Do you have any that you can come up? No, of course not.
Not off the top of my head, but I'll
Think of a
I'll
couple,
think
write
about
them
that.
down, and I'll put them out there because we'll need them for next week. Also, you can follow us on Facebook
Your
or
most
X.
memorable Christmas.
Yeah. Like what was something that you got that you still remember today, maybe as a kid or even an adult? What else? You can follow us on Facebook or X at Just Talking Out Loud. It's TALKIN. And text us. You can use Speakpipe to get a hold of us. Let us know maybe some of your favorite memories of Christmas. We'll put it on next week. And we just thank you for listening. Really appreciate it. And we're out.
Have a happy holidays.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.